Yo, what is good, y'all? It's your boy Raph, back into the COD Mobile banger video, man. Now, in today's video, I got you guys the top 5's best weapon of Season 2 in COD Mobile. Yes, I tried making this as fast as possible. The season had just dropped, and so did the patch notes. So, other than that, if you guys do enjoy this list, show your love by tapping the like button down there. Subscribe if you are new. Let's go on ahead and continue with the video. Heading into our first honorable mention, I'm gonna have to give it to my baby, the AS-VAL, man. Now, this weapon isn't horrible, honestly, but it's just not the best weapon you can use possibly in Season 2 of COD Mobile, just because you have to deal with bullet velocity, right? The bullet velocity of the AS-VAL is pretty slow, but you can counter that by using a mid-range barrel, but at that point, you might as well just use another gun, just because I do not recommend using the mid-range barrel, as the quick response barrel is the best barrel you can possibly use for the AS-VAL. Now, enough of me talking though, man. You guys want the gun build from today's video, go on ahead and check your screen right now. I do got a little interesting and basic build for you guys. Do got the combat stock, quick response barrel, large candy mag B, laser tactical, and of course you just gotta use the disable, just because that perk is just straight up broken. It literally makes you play COD Mobile on easy mode, man. Enough talking about the AS-VAL though. Let me go on ahead and move you guys on to the second honorable mention on this top 5 list. Alright, heading into our number 2 honorable mention, I'm gonna have to give it to the PPSH 41, or just the push as it's called. Now, this weapon is pretty interesting, in my opinion. I do not like it myself just because of one reason, and that's the recoil it has. Now, you can't go in and say, oh, the recoil, you could just manage to learn the recoil, but to a certain extent, man, this gun does have a lot, and I mean a lot of horizontal recoil. And don't even think about stacking horizontal recoil attachments, because I've tried that before, and it's just not going to fix the problem with the horizontal recoil. Now, the main way to counter, though, which I've noticed, is if you can strafe to the opposite direction of where your gun's recoil is actually heading towards. So let's say if your gun's recoil is going towards the left, you strafe to the right. That way it'll kind of counter it, balance it out. But enough talking about me, man. You guys will want the PPSH build. Now, this PPSH build is pretty good as an aggressive player because you have max movement speed. I think this gun actually does have the same movement speed as a grenade, which is absolutely insane. That's one thing I did really enjoy about using the PPSH. But enough talking about this, man. Let's go on and move on to our 5th spot on the top 5 list. Now, heading into our 5th spot, we do actually have 2 weapons that I decided to tie into the 5th spot just because they do really play out really similar to each other. That's going to be the AK-117 and the M13. Now, starting it off with the AK-117, this gun actually did get a buff, and what they did do, it's a pretty basic buff, but the 4-shot range actually got boosted up to, I believe it is 8 meters or 10 meters. I'm not too sure. It might be one of those. But either way, when you do slap on monolithic suppressor with this gun, you do get 10 meter 4-shot damage range. And with that being said, this gun is absolutely a beam. I'm not even joking. The AK-117 is a phenomenal gun. It's a 5-shot at every single range, outside of the primary damage range, obviously. As long as you're able to hit chest shots, this gun is an absolute beam. So the buff actually did make it pretty viable. Would I say it's the best weapon in the game though? No. But on the other hand, we do have the M13. This gun is pretty deadly. Let me tell you guys something. The M13, the reason why I do have it this high on the list is just because, well, there's a little bit better weapons in this gun, but if you are able to master the M13 and consistently hit headshots, this gun, you are basically unstoppable. I've really had my time with the M13 both on and off scrims, and it's a really fun gun to use alongside the AK-117 in rank. I did hop on to some ranked games with it, and it's actually a phenomenal weapon. You guys want the gun build from today's video for both the AK-117 though and the M13, go on ahead and check your screen out right now. So this was the AK-117 build I did use in today's video. It's pretty decent all around. Would I say it's the best 117 though? Not particularly. It just fits my playstyle, you know what I mean? But for the M13, we do got the M13 build on the screen and now. On the other end, this build is pretty good. You can use the RTC 40 round magazine or large extended mag B. I would obviously on any day recommend using the double stack mag just because it has a lot more benefits compared to the regular large extended mag B. Now, I'm not talking about these 2 guns, man. Let's go on ahead and move on to our 4th spot on this top 5 list. Alright, hopping into the 4th gun on the top 5 list, I'm gonna have to give it to the Type 25. Now, the previous season's king of all weapons and overall versatility has just dropped down 3 spots, man. I know it's pretty crazy, but let me explain why the Type 25 isn't as great, but it's still pretty viable. Now, obviously, first things first, this gun got a lot of nerfs. The biggest one being the bullet spread accuracy. It basically got a 25% reduction to the overall bullet spread accuracy, which means this gun isn't as versatile as it was once before. Obviously, I was using stopping power in today's video just because I really do enjoy my time using stopping power just because it shreds at close range. You can use another magazine, but if I'm going to recommend you guys any mag other than the stopping power, I'm going to either go with the fast reload or the 38 round extended mag, because the 42 and 46 did get pretty heavy nerfs, so I would refrain from using those 2. But you guys do want the gun build from today's video. It's a little awkward at Type 25 build. Personally, I like this build just because sleight of hand really helps with the reload nerf and stopping power's reload nerf. But overall, this gun's bullet spray actually isn't the best. It's not horrible, but it's not the best. Now, enough talking about the Type 25, man. Let's go ahead and move on to the third weapon on this top 5 list. Now, heading into the third spot, we're gonna have to give it to the OG gun, but the brand new meta weapon, the AK-47. I can't believe I'm putting the AK in a meta list. I know, right? This gun has never been meta ever since the game has been released. You can't say pre-Gunsmith it was good, but was it the best weapon to use? Not at all. But in today's patch notes, they did decide to give the AK-47 a chest and upper arms multiplier, which allows the gun to deal 36 damage in the primary range, which basically means, yes, you are able to 3-shot without requiring to hit 1 headshot. It's pretty good. The AK-47 is a really powerful gun. It does actually remind me of the DRH. It's very similar to that weapon, so do keep in mind it does shoot pretty slow at around 550 RPM, which is pretty brutal, which means every single bullet you miss will punish your time to kill by a lot. But keep that in mind. You guys do want the gun build from today's video, the AK-47. I do have a pretty basic overall build. This is a go-to build that I would honestly prefer if I'm going to use any other assault rifle. But other than that, man, let's go ahead and forget the AK-47 for now and move on to the second gun on this top 5 list. Heading into our number 2 spot on the top 5 list, I'm gonna have to give it to my favorite SMG so far, the CBR4. Now, the CBR4, but just for the video's sake, I'm gonna actually address to it as the P90. The P90 is insane. When I tell you this gun is ridiculous, man. I cannot believe I'm saying this gun's an SMG because it performs just like an assault rifle, has the magazine size of an LMG. This is giving me some flashbacks to the PP19 Bison when it first dropped. Other than that, though, man, the P90, you may see this gun a lot in rank, and that's just because this gun is really phenomenal. It performs like an AR. You're just able to do so much. You still have, mind you still have the SMG mobility. I will say one thing though, I wouldn't recommend particularly adding marksman barrel and attachments that reduce your movement speed, because the P90's base movement speed is not the greatest mobility wise. It's like one of the lowest, I believe, for an SMG, so just do keep that in mind when you're building out your gun. But you guys do want my gun build from today's video, man. It's a little interesting. This build is basically based off of ADS movement speed, overall control, and just pure mobility. Overall, like very good build. I have been using this build for the past month now, and I've just been popping off with it against Type 25s, you name it, man. Try out this gun build. But other than that, bro, forget the CBR for now. Let's go ahead and move on to the number 1 weapon in Season 2 of Call of Duty Mobile. Alright, heading to our number 1 weapon, the king of Season 2 COD Mobile. I'm gonna have to give it to the Kilo 141. Now, this gun, when it first released prior to the actual overall recoil buff and multiple buffs it did get, the Kilo was really powerful. You might have seen it a lot in the competitive scene, you might have seen it in rank here and there. There's a specific reason why this gun's being seen a lot. It's because it's so powerful. Now, the one really good thing about the Kilo is it does have really powerful headshot multiplier. I do believe it's a 1.4 to the head, which means you're dealing 43 damage for the primary range to the head. Mind you, 43 damage, which is really insane, man. But other than that, bro, the Kilo 141, this gun really does give me DRH5 just because it really feels like it and it does look like it. I will say one thing though that I do like about the Kilo, it just have a very clean iron sight. If you guys do not like the iron sight, you can't go ahead and throw a red dot also, although I would not recommend it just because the Kilo's iron sight is phenomenal just as is. You guys do want the gun build from today's video though, however, go ahead and check your screen out right now. You do got the monolithic suppressor, no stock, granulated grip tape, large extended mag B, and OWC laser tactical. Once again, this build is pretty basic, also similar to the AK-47 build I did give you guys earlier in the top 3 spot. Other than that though, man, if you guys did enjoy the video today, let me know in the comment section, man, if you guys do like these gun builds. If you guys have any feedback, drop your comments down below. I do read and love every single one of you guys, so I appreciate all you guys for tuning in, man. Once again though, if you guys did enjoy the video today, show your love by tapping the like button down there. Subscribe if you are new, and we'll catch you guys in the next video, bro. Peace out, y'all.